Welcome to this journey into rest, into the gentle territory where breath becomes your guide towards sleep. Tonight, we explore something both ancient and immediate, something you've carried with you since your very first moment in this world, your breath. Not as a mechanical process, but as a living bridge between the waking world and the realm of dreams, between the thoughts that flutter through your mind like leaves in the wind and the deep stillness that waits beneath. The breath is always with you, rising and falling like tides against an endless shore. It asks nothing of you, yet offers everything. In these next hours together, we'll move slowly through the landscape of breathing techniques designed specifically for this threshold time, this sacred passage into sleep. Each technique we explore has been studied, refined, and understood through both ancient wisdom and modern science, each one a doorway into deeper calm. But before we begin our journey through specific practices, let us simply acknowledge what breath truly is. Every inhalation draws in not just air, but possibility. Every exhalation releases not just carbon dioxide, but tension, worry, the accumulated weight of the day. Your lungs expand and contract approximately 20,000 times each day, mostly without your conscious awareness, orchestrating a symphony of gas exchange, of oxygen flowing into your bloodstream and traveling to every cell, of waste products being gathered and released. This happens in the background of your life, faithful and constant, like the rotation of the earth itself. Scientists have discovered that the simple act of breathing connects directly to your nervous system in ways both profound and immediate. When you breathe in, your heart rate subtly increases. When you breathe out, it gently decreases. This is called respiratory sinus arrhythmia, a natural rhythm that reflects the intimate conversation between your breath and your heart. Your vagus nerve, that wandering pathway of calm that extends from your brainstem down through your body, responds to each breath you take. Slow, deep breathing activates the parasympathetic branch of your nervous system, the part responsible for rest, for digestion, for healing, for sleep. It's as if your breath holds a key that can unlock the door to tranquility. Research published in journals of respiratory physiology and sleep medicine has shown that controlled breathing practices can lower cortisol levels, that stress hormone that keeps you alert and vigilant. Studies from institutions like Harvard Medical School and the Mayo Clinic have documented how breathwork reduces anxiety, lowers blood pressure, and improves sleep quality. When you breathe slowly and deeply, you're not just moving air, you're sending a signal to your entire body that it's safe to let go, safe to rest, safe to surrender to sleep. The beauty of breathing techniques is their accessibility. You need no equipment, no special location, no particular skill. Your breath is always available, always ready to guide you home to yourself. And tonight, as you rest here, you can simply allow these techniques to wash over you like gentle waves, participating as much or as little as feels right, knowing that even listening to the rhythm of these words, the pace of these suggestions, begins to entrain your own breath into slower, deeper patterns. Let us begin by simply noticing. Notice the breath as it is right now, without trying to change it. Feel where it moves in your body. Perhaps you sense it most in your nostrils, that cool stream of air entering, that slightly warmer air leaving. Perhaps you feel it in your chest, the subtle rise and fall. Or maybe in your belly, that soft expansion and release. There is no wrong place to feel your breath. Wherever you notice it, that's perfect. That's exactly right. As you continue to notice, you might observe that your breath has its own natural rhythm, its own pace. Some breaths might be deeper, others more shallow. Some might feel smooth, others slightly irregular. All of this is normal, natural, part of being human. Your breath responds to your thoughts, your emotions, and your physical state. It's a mirror reflecting your inner world. And the remarkable thing is that this mirror works both ways. Just as your inner state affects your breath can affect your inner state. This is the foundation we build upon tonight. This is where all the techniques we'll explore begin, with simple awareness, with gentle attention, with the recognition that your breath is both a reflection of your state and a tool for transforming it. Now, let your breath deepen just slightly. Not forcing, not straining, just allowing. Imagine that your lungs have more space than you usually give them, that they can expand a little more fully, like a balloon gently inflating. As you breathe in, let the air travel deeper, let it fill not just the top of your chest but the middle, the bottom, all the way down to where your diaphragm, that dome-shaped muscle beneath your lungs, can descend and create space. Breathe in slowly. 2, 3, 4. And breathe out slowly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Notice how the exhale can be even longer than the inhale. This extended exhale is particularly powerful for activating that parasympathetic response, that rest and digest state. When you breathe out longer than you breathe in, you're essentially telling your nervous system that there's no emergency, no threat, nothing to run from or fight against. You're safe. You can rest. Let's do that again. Breathe in through your nose if possible, slowly and steadily. 2, 3, 4. And breathe out, perhaps through your nose or through gently parted lips, whichever feels more natural. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful. Feel how your shoulders might soften slightly with that exhale. Feel how your jaw might release just a little. Each breath out is an opportunity to let go. We begin our deeper exploration with diaphragmatic breathing, sometimes called belly breathing or abdominal breathing. This is the foundation upon which all other breathing techniques rest. It's the way you breathed naturally as an infant, before life taught you to hold tension in your chest and shoulders, before stress convinced you to take shallow, rapid breaths high in your chest. Your diaphragm is a remarkable muscle, a thin sheet of tissue that separates your chest cavity from your abdominal cavity. When you breathe in, your diaphragm contracts and moves downward, creating negative pressure in your chest that draws air into your lungs. When you breathe out, your diaphragm relaxes and moves upward, helping to push air out. This is the most efficient way to breathe, the way that requires the least effort and provides the most oxygen. But many of us have forgotten how to breathe this way. We've become chest breathers, using the smaller muscles between our ribs and in our neck and shoulders to breathe. This type of breathing is less efficient and can actually contribute to feelings of anxiety and tension. It's the breathing pattern associated with stress, with the fight or flight response. When you're startled or afraid, you naturally take quick, shallow breaths high in your chest. Your body is preparing for action, for escape or confrontation. Diaphragmatic breathing does the opposite. It signals safety, calm, rest. Research has shown that practicing diaphragmatic breathing for just a few minutes can reduce heart rate, lower blood pressure, and decrease levels of stress hormones in the bloodstream. A study published in the journal Frontiers in Psychology found that diaphragmatic breathing training significantly reduced cortisol levels and improved attention and emotional regulation. Another study in the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine showed that diaphragmatic breathing improved symptoms in patients with anxiety disorders. The mechanism is elegant. When you breathe deeply using your diaphragm, you stimulate the vagus nerve, which runs through your diaphragm. This stimulation activates the parasympathetic nervous system, triggering what's called the relaxation response. Your heart rate slows. Your blood pressure decreases. Your muscles relax. Your mind quiets. It's a cascade of calm that begins with a single deep breath. To practice diaphragmatic breathing, we start with awareness. Place one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly, just below your rib cage. As you breathe naturally, notice which hand moves more. If the hand on your chest moves more than the hand on your belly, you're breathing primarily with your chest. This is common, and there's no judgment here, we're simply noticing. Now, we'll gently shift the pattern. As you breathe in through your nose, imagine that you're filling a balloon in your belly. Let your belly expand outward, pushing against your hand. Your chest should move very little. The hand on your belly should rise while the hand on your chest remains relatively still. This might feel strange at first if you're not used to it. That's perfectly normal. You're relearning a natural pattern that your body already knows. Breathe in slowly, letting your belly expand. 2, 3, 4. Feel your hand rising with your belly. And breathe out slowly, letting your belly fall. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Feel your hand descending with your belly. The exhale is longer, remember, activating that parasympathetic response even more deeply. Let's continue this pattern together. Breathe in, belly expands. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, belly falls. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. With each breath, you might notice that it becomes a little easier, a little more natural. Your body remembers this. Your diaphragm remembers how to lead the breath. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As you continue breathing this way, you might begin to notice subtle changes in your body. Perhaps your shoulders drop away from your ears. Perhaps your face softens, the tiny muscles around your eyes and mouth releasing tension you didn't even know you were holding. Perhaps your thoughts begin to slow, like a river widening and deepening, moving from rapid current to gentle flow. This is the power of diaphragmatic breathing. It's not dramatic or flashy. It's quiet, subtle, profound. It's the breath of sleep, the breath of meditation, the breath of deep rest. Ancient yogis knew this thousands of years ago, calling the diaphragm the seat of prana, the life force. Modern scientists confirm what the ancients intuited, that this way of breathing is fundamental to our well-being. You can practice diaphragmatic breathing anytime, anywhere. Lying in bed as you are now, sitting in a chair, or standing in line at the store. It's always available to you, and the more you practice, the more natural it becomes, until eventually your body begins to default to this pattern even without conscious effort. You're retraining your nervous system, teaching it that this is the baseline, this is home. Let's deepen the practice now. As you continue breathing with your belly, begin to notice the pause between breaths. After you breathe in, there's a natural moment of stillness before you breathe out. After you breathe out, there's another moment of stillness before you breathe in again. These pauses are like the space between musical notes. They give shape and meaning to the breath itself. Don't force these pauses or hold your breath. Simply notice them, allow them. They might be very brief, just a second or two. That's perfect. In these tiny moments of stillness, something profound happens. Your body absorbs the oxygen you've just breathed in. Your cells receive what they need. And in the pause after the exhale, your body releases what it no longer needs, settling deeper into relaxation. Breathe in, belly expands. 2, 3, 4. Pause. Breathe out, belly falls. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. Notice the stillness. Notice the quiet. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Pause. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Pause. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. With each cycle of breath, you're moving deeper into relaxation. Your nervous system is shifting, recalibrating. The sympathetic nervous system, that fight or flight response, is quieting. The parasympathetic nervous system, that rest and digest response, is activating. This isn't just metaphor or wishful thinking. This is measurable, observable physiology. Your heart rate is slowing. Your blood pressure is decreasing. Your muscles are releasing tension. Imagine that with each exhale, you're releasing not just air but everything you no longer need. The worries of the day, the tension in your muscles, the thoughts that circle through your mind. Let them go with the breath. You don't need to fight them or push them away. Simply let them ride out on the exhale, like leaves floating away on a stream. And with each inhale, imagine that you're breathing in not just air but calm, peace, rest. Imagine that the air itself is infused with tranquility, and as it enters your body, it spreads the tranquility to every cell, every tissue, every corner of your being. This is the essence of diaphragmatic breathing, this exchange, this letting go and receiving, this rhythm that mirrors the fundamental rhythms of life itself. Day and night, waking and sleeping, activity and rest. Your breath connects you to these larger patterns, these ancient cycles. As you continue breathing this way, you might notice that your mind begins to quiet. Thoughts still arise. That's natural and normal, but they might seem less urgent, less demanding of your attention. They drift by like clouds across a vast sky, and you remain here, anchored in the steady rhythm of your breath. Belly rises, belly falls, in and out. Simple, constant, reliable. Some people find it helpful to count their breaths, not to achieve anything or reach a goal, but simply as a way to give the mind something gentle to focus on. You might count each exhale from 1 to 10, and then begin again at 1. If you lose count or your mind wanders, no problem. Simply return to 1, begin again. There's no failure here, no wrong way to do this. The practice is in the returning, in the gentle guidance of attention back to the breath. Others prefer to use a word or phrase with the breath. Breathing in, you might silently say calm. Breathing out, peace. Or breathing in, let, and breathing out, go. Choose words that resonate with you, that feel meaningful. Let them become part of the rhythm, like a quiet mantra guiding you deeper into relaxation. As we conclude this exploration of diaphragmatic breathing, allow yourself to rest in the pattern you've established. Your breath is deeper, slower, more efficient. Your body knows this way now, remembers it. You can return to it anytime, especially when sleep feels distant or elusive. It's your anchor, your home base. Now, we'll move gently into another technique, one that builds on the foundation of diaphragmatic breathing, but adds a specific rhythm to enhance relaxation even further. This is the 4-7-8 breathing method, developed by Dr. Andrew Weil, a pioneer in integrative medicine. It's a simple yet powerful practice designed to promote sleep, reduce anxiety, and activate the body's natural relaxation response. The 4-7-8 method is based on the principle of extending the exhale even more than the inhale, creating a ratio of 4 counts in, 7 counts hold, 8 counts out. This extended exhale and breath hold work synergistically to calm the nervous system, much like the extended exhale in diaphragmatic breathing, but with added depth. Research supporting the 4-7-8 method is growing. Studies have shown that this breathing pattern can lower heart rate, reduce blood pressure, and decrease feelings of stress and anxiety within minutes. It's particularly effective for sleep because the extended exhale mimics the natural slowing of breath that occurs as you drift off to sleep. Your body recognizes this pattern as a signal that it's time to rest. The technique is straightforward, but it does require a bit of practice to make the counts feel natural. We'll start with shorter counts if needed, but for now, let's use the standard 4-7-8. Remember to use diaphragmatic breathing as the foundation. Let your belly expand on the inhale, contract on the exhale. To begin, get comfortable in your position. Close your eyes if they're not already closed. Place the tip of your tongue against the ridge of tissue just behind your upper front teeth, and keep it there throughout the practice. We'll use pursed lips for the exhale, creating a soft whooshing sound that helps regulate the breath. Now, exhale completely through your mouth, making a whoosh sound. Close your mouth and inhale quietly through your nose to a mental count of 4. Hold your breath for a count of 7. Then, exhale completely through your mouth, making a whoosh sound to a count of 8. That's 1 breath. Now inhale again and repeat the cycle 3 more times for a total of 4 breaths. Let's do it together. First, exhale completely. Whoosh. Inhale through your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale through your mouth. Whoosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale. Whoosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale. Whoosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale. Whoosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Notice how your body feels after these 4 breaths. There's often a profound sense of relaxation, a heaviness in the limbs, a quieting of the mind. The extended hold after the inhale allows oxygen to fully saturate your bloodstream, while the long exhale expels more carbon dioxide, creating a calming effect on your nervous system. The 4-7-8 method is particularly useful when your mind is racing or when sleep seems far away. You can repeat the cycle as many times as needed, up to 8 cycles, but even 4 is powerful. Over time, with regular practice, your body learns this pattern and begins to associate it with sleep, making it easier to drift off. Dr. Weil recommends practicing the 4-7-8 twice a day, once in the morning and once at night, to build resilience to stress and improve sleep quality. But for now, as you lie here, you can simply rest in the calm it has created, allowing your breath to return to its natural rhythm, carrying the benefits of the practice with it. Our next technique is box breathing, also known as square breathing, a method used by Navy SEALs, athletes, and meditators to achieve focus and calm under pressure. The pattern is simple: 4 counts in, 4 counts hold, 4 counts out, 4 counts hold. It's like tracing the sides of a square with your breath, creating a balanced, rhythmic cycle that quiets the mind and steadies the body. Box breathing works by engaging the parasympathetic nervous system through the equal lengths of each phase. The holds, in particular, create moments of stillness that interrupt the cycle of racing thoughts. Research from the University of Colorado has shown that box breathing increases heart rate variability and reduces cortisol levels, promoting a state of relaxed alertness. This technique is excellent for sleep because it provides structure to the breath without being overly complex, giving the mind a gentle task to focus on while the body relaxes. It's like giving your mind a puzzle to solve. The mind settles into the task and, in settling, finds peace. Navy SEALs use box breathing in high-stress situations to maintain calm and focus. They might be in the middle of a dangerous mission, and they'll take a moment to do a few cycles of box breathing, resetting their nervous system, clearing their mind. If this technique can help in those extreme circumstances, imagine how effective it can be in the relative safety and comfort of your bed as you prepare for sleep. Athletes use it before competition to find their zone, that state of relaxed concentration where performance flows naturally. Surgeons use it before complex procedures to steady their hands and sharpen their focus. Meditation practitioners use it as a gateway into deeper states of consciousness. And you can use it as a bridge from waking to sleeping, from the activity of the day to the rest of the night. Let's do a few more cycles together, and then we'll release the technique and rest in the calm it has created. Breathe in for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold full for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold empty for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold full for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold empty for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold full for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold empty for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, let the pattern go. Let your breath return to its natural rhythm, whatever that is. Notice how you feel. Notice the quality of your mind, the state of your body. There's often a sense of clarity after box breathing, a feeling of being centered and grounded. Your thoughts might be quieter, more spacious. Your body might feel both relaxed and energized, a pleasant paradox that reflects the balanced nature of the practice. This is the power of rhythm, of pattern, of symmetry. Your body responds to these qualities, recognizes them as signs of order and safety. In a chaotic world, you've created a small island of order within yourself, and from that island, you can rest. As you continue to breathe naturally, you might notice that your breath maintains some of the qualities of the box breathing. Perhaps it's more regular, more rhythmic, deeper than it was before. This is your nervous system integrating the practice, making it part of your baseline. With regular practice, these benefits accumulate. Your nervous system becomes more balanced, more resilient, better able to shift between states of activity and rest. Rest here now in the silence, in the space between words, in the gentle rhythm of your natural breath. There's nothing you need to do, nothing you need to achieve. You've done the practice. Now you can simply receive its benefits, like a garden receiving rain. Every system in nature has a resonant frequency, a rate of vibration at which it naturally oscillates with maximum efficiency and minimum effort. A swing has a resonant frequency. Push it at just the right rhythm and it soars high with minimal effort. Push it at the wrong rhythm and you work hard for little result. Your cardiovascular system also has a resonant frequency, and it's intimately connected to your breath. Resonant breathing, also called coherent breathing, involves breathing at a rate of approximately 5 to 6 breaths per minute. For most people, this translates to breathing in for 5 seconds and breathing out for 5 seconds, creating a breath cycle of 10 seconds. At this rate, something remarkable happens. Your heart rate, your blood pressure, and your breath synchronize into a coherent pattern. Your heart rate variability increases dramatically. Your nervous system finds a state of optimal balance. Research on resonant breathing is extensive and impressive. Studies have shown that practicing resonant breathing for just 10 to 20 minutes a day can significantly reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression, lower blood pressure, improve sleep quality, and enhance overall well-being. A study published in the journal Applied Psychophysiology and Biofeedback found that resonant breathing increased heart rate variability and reduced anxiety more effectively than other relaxation techniques. Another study in the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine showed that resonant breathing improved symptoms in patients with post-traumatic stress disorder. The mechanism involves the baroreflex, a feedback loop between your heart and your blood pressure. When you breathe in, your heart rate increases slightly. When you breathe out, your heart rate decreases slightly. This is that respiratory sinus arrhythmia we discussed earlier. At most breathing rates, this oscillation is relatively small. But at the resonant frequency, around 5 to 6 breaths per minute, the oscillation becomes much larger. Your heart rate variability increases, and this increased variability is a sign of a healthy, flexible, resilient nervous system. Think of it like pushing that swing at just the right rhythm. When you breathe at your resonant frequency, you're working with your body's natural rhythms rather than against them. You're finding the sweet spot where everything aligns, where effort becomes effortless, where the system hums along in perfect harmony. The beauty of resonant breathing is its simplicity. Unlike box breathing with its 4 phases, or the 4-7-8 breath with its specific ratio, resonant breathing is just equal inhales and exhales at a slow, steady pace. 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out, or 6 seconds in, 6 seconds out. The exact duration matters less than finding the pace that feels smooth and sustainable for you. Let's explore this practice together. We'll use a count of 5 for both the inhale and the exhale, creating a 10-second breath cycle, 6 breaths per minute. If this feels too slow or too fast, you can adjust, perhaps 4 seconds in and out, or 6 seconds in and out. The goal is to find a pace that feels natural and comfortable, that you could maintain for many minutes without strain. Settle into your resting position. Let your body be supported. Bring your attention to your breath, and when you're ready, we'll begin to lengthen and equalize the inhale and exhale. Breathe in slowly and smoothly through your nose for a count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out slowly and smoothly through your nose or mouth for a count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's one complete breath cycle. Notice how slow this is compared to your normal breathing rate. Most people breathe 12 to 20 times per minute at rest. We're breathing 6 times per minute. This is a significant slowing, and it might feel unusual at first. That's normal. Give yourself time to adjust to the rhythm. Breathe in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As you continue, focus on making the breath smooth and continuous, like a wave rolling onto shore and then receding back into the ocean. No pauses, no holds, just a continuous flow from inhale to exhale and back to inhale. The transition between inhale and exhale should be seamless, like the top of the wave where it crests and begins to fall. Breathe in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You might notice that this pace allows you to breathe more deeply than usual without any sense of strain. You're filling your lungs more completely, emptying them more completely, but in a gentle, relaxed way. This is efficient breathing, optimal breathing, breathing that gives your body exactly what it needs. Breathe in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After a few minutes of resonant breathing, many people report feeling a sense of calm clarity, a state that's both deeply relaxed and quietly alert. Your mind might feel spacious, open, like a clear sky. Your body might feel both heavy and light at the same time, heavy with relaxation, light with the absence of tension. This is coherence, the state where all your systems are working together in harmony. Your breath, your heart, your nervous system, all synchronized, all aligned. It's a state of optimal functioning, of ease, of flow. Breathe in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some practitioners of resonant breathing use it as a daily practice, setting aside 10 or 20 minutes each day to breathe at this pace. They report cumulative benefits: better sleep, lower anxiety, improved mood, greater resilience to stress. The practice becomes a kind of reset button, a way to recalibrate the nervous system and return to balance. But you don't need to practice for long periods to experience benefits. Even a few minutes of resonant breathing can shift your state, can move you from stress to calm, from agitation to peace. And at bedtime, it's a powerful tool for transitioning from waking to sleeping. Let's continue for several more cycles, allowing the rhythm to become automatic, allowing your body to find its resonance. Breathe in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Feel the coherence you've created. Feel the harmony within your body, the synchronization of breath and heart. This is your natural state, the state your body wants to be in. Modern life often pulls you away from this state, speeds you up, creates dissonance. But you can always return here, to this place of resonance, with just a few minutes of conscious breathing. Now, let the counting go. Let the specific pace go. Allow your breath to find its own rhythm, which might be close to the resonant pace or might be different. Trust your body to maintain the benefits of the practice even as you release conscious control. As you rest here, breathing naturally, you might notice a quality of stillness that's different from mere absence of movement. It's an active stillness, a vibrant quiet, like the stillness at the center of a spinning wheel. Everything is moving: your breath, your heart, your blood, your cells, but there's a center point that remains perfectly still, perfectly calm. This is the eye of the storm, the axis around which everything else revolves. And you can rest here, in this center, as your body continues its work, as your breath continues its rhythm, as sleep begins to approach like a gentle tide. Resonant breathing has opened a door, has created a state of coherence and balance. Now you can simply be in that state, allowing it to deepen, allowing it to carry you towards sleep. There's nothing more you need to do. The practice has done its work. Now you can rest in its effects. We turn now to a practice that comes from the ancient tradition of yoga, a technique that has been used for thousands of years to balance the nervous system and prepare for meditation or sleep. Alternate nostril breathing, known in Sanskrit as Nadi Shodhana, which means channel purification. This practice involves breathing through one nostril at a time, alternating between left and right. It might sound unusual if you've never tried it, but the effects are profound. Alternate nostril breathing balances the two hemispheres of the brain, calms the nervous system, and creates a deep sense of equilibrium and peace. To understand why this works, we need to explore some fascinating physiology. Your nostrils don't function identically. At any given time, one nostril is more open than the other, allowing more airflow. This is called the nasal cycle, and it alternates every 90 minutes to 2 hours throughout the day and night. When your right nostril is dominant, your left brain hemisphere is more active, and your body temperature and blood pressure tend to be slightly higher. When your left nostril is dominant, your right brain hemisphere is more active, and your body is in a more relaxed state. This nasal cycle is controlled by your autonomic nervous system, the same system that regulates your heart rate, digestion, and stress response. By consciously controlling which nostril you breathe through, you can influence your autonomic nervous system and, by extension, your mental and emotional state. Research on alternate nostril breathing has shown impressive results. A study published in the International Journal of Yoga found that practicing alternate nostril breathing significantly reduced stress and anxiety and improved cardiovascular function. Another study in the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine showed that alternate nostril breathing improved attention and cognitive performance. Brain imaging studies have shown that alternate nostril breathing increases activity in areas of the brain associated with attention and emotional regulation while decreasing activity in areas associated with stress and anxiety. The practice also has a meditative quality. The physical act of using your hand to close one nostril and then the other gives your mind something to focus on, an anchor that helps prevent wandering thoughts. The rhythm of alternating sides creates a gentle, repetitive pattern that's inherently calming. Let's explore this practice together. We'll use a simple version that's particularly suitable for bedtime. If you're lying down, you might want to prop yourself up slightly with pillows so you can comfortably reach your nose with your hand. If this isn't comfortable, you can simply visualize the practice, imagining that you're breathing through one nostril and then the other. The visualization alone can have benefits. We'll use our right hand for this practice, though you can use your left hand if you prefer. Bring your right hand up to your face. You'll use your thumb to close your right nostril and your ring finger to close your left nostril. Your index and middle fingers can rest gently on your forehead between your eyebrows, or you can fold them down into your palm, whichever is more comfortable. Let's begin. Use your thumb to gently close your right nostril. Breathe in slowly and smoothly through your left nostril for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now close your left nostril with your ring finger, releasing your thumb from your right nostril. Breathe out slowly and smoothly through your right nostril for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keeping your left nostril closed, breathe in through your right nostril for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now close your right nostril with your thumb, releasing your ring finger from your left nostril. Breathe out through your left nostril for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's one complete cycle. You've breathed in through the left, out through the right, in through the right, out through the left. Let's continue. Close your right nostril with your thumb. Breathe in through your left nostril for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close your left nostril, release your right. Breathe out through your right nostril for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in through your right nostril for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close your right nostril, release your left. Breathe out through your left nostril for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice the rhythm, the alternation. Left in, right out, right in, left out. There's a satisfying symmetry to this pattern, a sense of balance being created with each cycle. Close your right nostril. Breathe in through your left for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close your left, release your right. Breathe out through your right for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in through your right for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close your right, release your left. Breathe out through your left for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. As you continue, you might notice that breathing through one nostril feels different from breathing through the other. One side might feel more open, the air flowing more easily. The other side might feel slightly more restricted. This is normal and reflects your natural nasal cycle. Don't try to force the breath or breathe harder through the more restricted side. Just allow the breath to flow gently, working with whatever openness is available. Close your right nostril. Breathe in through your left for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close your left, release your right. Breathe out through your right for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in through your right for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close your right, release your left. Breathe out through your left for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The ancient yogis believed that we have energy channels running through our body, and that alternate nostril breathing purifies these channels, removing blockages and allowing energy to flow freely. Whether or not you believe in energy channels, there's no doubt that this practice creates a sense of clarity and balance. Many people report feeling more centered, more integrated, more whole after practicing alternate nostril breathing. Close your right nostril. Breathe in through your left for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close your left, release your right. Breathe out through your right for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in through your right for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close your right, release your left. Breathe out through your left for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This practice is particularly useful if you're feeling mentally scattered or emotionally unbalanced. The physical act of alternating sides seems to create a corresponding balance in your inner state. It's as if you're weaving together the two sides of yourself, the logical and the intuitive, the active and the receptive, the solar and the lunar, into a harmonious whole. Let's continue for a few more cycles, allowing the practice to deepen, allowing the balance to settle into your nervous system. Close your right nostril. Breathe in through your left for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close your left, release your right. Breathe out through your right for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in through your right for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close your right, release your left. Breathe out through your left for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close your right nostril. Breathe in through your left for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close your left, release your right. Breathe out through your right for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in through your right for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close your right, release your left. Breathe out through your left for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close your right nostril. Breathe in through your left for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close your left, release your right. Breathe out through your right for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in through your right for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close your right, release your left. Breathe out through your left for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Now, gently lower your hand and return to breathing normally through both nostrils. Notice how you feel. There's often a sense of calm clarity after alternate nostril breathing, a feeling of being balanced and centered. Your mind might feel quieter, more focused. Your body might feel more relaxed, more at ease. This is the gift of this ancient practice. It brings you into balance, into harmony with yourself. In a world that often feels chaotic and fragmented, you've created a sense of wholeness within yourself, and from that wholeness, you can rest. As you continue to breathe naturally through both nostrils, you might notice that the breath flows more evenly now, that both sides feel more open. This is one of the effects of the practice. It can actually open your nasal passages and improve airflow. Better airflow means better oxygenation, which supports all your body's functions, including the processes of falling asleep and staying asleep. Rest here now, breathing naturally, feeling the balance you've created. There's a quality of stillness that comes after alternate nostril breathing, a deep quiet that's both peaceful and alert. You're present, here, now, anchored in your body, in your breath, in this moment. This is a good place to be as you prepare for sleep. You're not trying to force sleep or make it happen. You're simply creating the conditions that allow sleep to arise naturally, like creating a garden where flowers can grow. You've tilled the soil with your breathing practices. You've planted the seeds of relaxation. Now you can simply wait, patiently and peacefully, for sleep to bloom. Let us pause in our exploration of specific techniques to deepen our understanding of why these practices work, to explore the fascinating science of breath and its relationship to sleep. Understanding the mechanisms can enhance your practice, can help you trust the process, can illuminate the profound connection between something as simple as breathing and something as essential as sleep. Your breath is controlled by both your voluntary and involuntary nervous systems. You can choose to breathe faster or slower, deeper or more shallowly. This is voluntary control, mediated by your motor cortex. But you also breathe automatically, without thinking about it, even when you're asleep. This is involuntary control, mediated by your brainstem. This dual control is unique. Your heart beats automatically. You can't voluntarily speed it up or slow it down directly. But your breath bridges the voluntary and involuntary, and this bridge is the key to why breathing practices are so powerful. When you consciously change your breathing pattern, you're using your voluntary nervous system to influence your involuntary nervous system. You're essentially sending a message from your conscious mind to your unconscious body. And your body listens. It responds. It shifts. The primary mechanism involves the autonomic nervous system, which has two branches, the sympathetic and the parasympathetic. The sympathetic branch is your accelerator, your fight or flight response. It increases heart rate, raises blood pressure, releases stress hormones, prepares you for action. The parasympathetic branch is your break, your rest and digest response. It decreases heart rate, lowers blood pressure, promotes digestion and healing, prepares you for rest. These two branches are meant to work in balance, alternating based on your needs. But modern life often keeps us stuck in sympathetic dominance. We're stressed, rushed, overstimulated, constantly in a state of mild fight or flight. This chronic sympathetic activation interferes with sleep. Your body can't rest deeply when it thinks there's a threat, when it's primed for action. Breathing practices shift the balance toward parasympathetic dominance. Slow, deep breathing, especially with extended exhalation, activates the vagus nerve, the main nerve of the parasympathetic system. The vagus nerve is like a superhighway of calm, running from your brainstem down through your body, connecting to your heart, lungs, digestive system, and more. When you stimulate the vagus nerve through breathing, you trigger a cascade of relaxation responses throughout your body. Research using heart rate variability as a measure has shown that breathing practices increase vagal tone, the strength and responsiveness of the vagus nerve. Higher vagal tone is associated with better emotional regulation, lower anxiety, improved sleep, and greater overall health. A study published in the journal Biological Psychology found that slow breathing increased vagal tone and reduced anxiety. Another study in the journal Psychophysiology showed that breathing practices improved sleep quality in people with insomnia. The mechanism also involves changes in blood chemistry. When you breathe slowly and deeply, you change the balance of oxygen and carbon dioxide in your blood. Most people think more oxygen is always better, but actually, a slight increase in carbon dioxide has beneficial effects. Carbon dioxide helps to calm your nervous system and improves oxygen delivery to your cells through the Boer effect, which we mentioned earlier. When you hold your breath briefly, as in the 4-7-8 technique or box breathing, carbon dioxide levels rise slightly. This triggers a mild relaxation response and can actually make you feel calmer. It's counterintuitive. You might think holding your breath would create anxiety, but at mild levels, the opposite is true. Breathing also affects your brain waves. Different states of consciousness are associated with different brain wave patterns. Beta waves are associated with normal waking consciousness, with thinking and problem solving. Alpha waves are associated with relaxed wakefulness, with a calm, meditative state. Theta waves are associated with deep relaxation, meditation, and the early stages of sleep. Delta waves are associated with deep, dreamless sleep. Studies using EEG to measure brain waves have shown that breathing practices shift brain wave patterns from beta toward alpha and theta. A study published in the International Journal of Psychophysiology found that slow breathing increased alpha wave activity and decreased beta wave activity. Another study in the journal Consciousness and Cognition showed that breathing practices increased theta wave activity, the same brain waves present in the transition from waking to sleeping. This is why breathing practices are so effective for sleep. They're literally shifting your brain into the wave patterns associated with sleep. You're not just relaxing your body, you're preparing your mind for the transition to unconsciousness, smoothing the path from beta to alpha to theta to delta. Breathing practices also influence the release of neurotransmitters and hormones that regulate sleep. Slow breathing increases the production of gamma-aminobutyric acid, or GABA, a neurotransmitter that inhibits neural activity and promotes relaxation. It decreases the production of norepinephrine, a neurotransmitter associated with alertness and stress. These chemical shifts create an internal environment that's conducive to sleep. Moreover, breathing practices can help regulate your circadian rhythm, your body's internal clock that governs sleep-wake cycles. By creating a consistent pre-sleep routine that includes breathing, you're signaling to your suprachiasmatic nucleus, the master clock in your brain, that it's time to wind down, to prepare for rest. Over time, this association strengthens, making it easier to fall asleep at your desired bedtime. These physiological mechanisms are fascinating, but perhaps the most profound effect of breathing practices is psychological. When you practice conscious breathing, you cultivate mindfulness, a non-judgmental awareness of the present moment. Mindfulness reduces rumination, that repetitive thinking about past events or future worries that often keeps people awake at night. By focusing on the breath, you interrupt the cycle of rumination and create space for the mind to quiet. Mindfulness also builds resilience to stress. You learn to observe thoughts and emotions without being swept away by them, without reacting automatically. This emotional regulation is crucial for sleep, as unresolved emotions or stress can activate the sympathetic nervous system even when you're trying to rest. Studies on mindfulness-based interventions, such as mindfulness-based stress reduction, have shown significant improvements in sleep quality. A meta-analysis published in JAMA Internal Medicine found that mindfulness practices reduced insomnia severity and improved sleep efficiency. Another study in the journal Sleep Medicine Reviews concluded that mindfulness training enhances sleep by reducing arousal and improving emotional regulation. So, when you practice breathing for sleep, you're engaging in a multifaceted approach that addresses the body, the brain, the chemistry, and the mind. It's a holistic practice that works on multiple levels, creating the optimal conditions for restful sleep. As you lie here now, breathing softly and naturally, allow this understanding to deepen your trust in the practice. Know that each breath is doing its work, shifting your physiology, quieting your mind, preparing you for sleep. You don't need to do anything more. The breath is taking care of you, guiding you, leading you home to rest. With this foundation in place, let's return to the practice, allowing the breath to become even more effortless, even more integrated into your being. Imagine now that your breath is connected to the larger rhythms of the world around you. With each inhale, you're drawing in the calm of the night, the peace of the stars, the quiet of the earth. With each exhale, you're releasing into that same vastness, becoming part of it, merging with the universal breath that sustains all life. Your breath is not separate from the world, it's an expression of it, a participation in the great inhalation and exhalation of existence itself. Trees breathe in what you breathe out, and you breathe in what the trees breathe out. The ocean breathes with the tides, the earth with the seasons, the cosmos with the expansion and contraction of galaxies. And you, with your breath, are woven into this tapestry, connected to all that is. Feel this connection now, this sense of belonging to something larger. You're not alone in your breathing, not isolated in your rest. You're part of a vast, breathing universe, held and supported by rhythms far beyond your individual self. This awareness can bring a profound sense of peace, a deep relaxation that comes from knowing you're exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what you need to do, simply breathing, simply resting, simply being. As this sense of connection deepens, you might notice that your breath becomes even softer, even more subtle. It's no longer something you have to focus on or control. It simply is, happening of its own accord, in perfect harmony with your body and the world around you. Let your awareness rest in this harmony, in this gentle flow, in this effortless rhythm. Breathe in the night. Breathe out the day. Breathe in peace. Breathe out tension. Breathe in presence. Breathe out distraction. Each breath a small prayer, a quiet affirmation of your connection to the whole. In and out. Softly, gently, naturally. The benefits of breathing practice extend beyond the immediate session, influencing how you relate to all of life's experiences. You begin to notice that you have a choice about where to place your attention, that you don't have to be swept away by every thought or emotion that arises. You discover that you can return to the breath, return to the body, return to the present moment, no matter what is happening. This capacity for returning, for coming back to center, for finding ground in the midst of chaos, this is one of the most valuable gifts of breathing practice. And it's a gift that keeps giving, that deepens with practice, that becomes more accessible over time. The more you practice conscious breathing, the more readily your body responds, the more quickly you can shift from stress to relaxation, from agitation to calm. Neural pathways strengthen, physiological patterns become established, and what once required effort becomes increasingly natural and automatic. Breathe now with the ease of practice, with the trust that comes from experience. Your body knows this rhythm, recognizes this pattern, responds to this invitation to rest. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 2, 3. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And let yourself sink deeper into relaxation with each exhale, releasing more fully, softening more completely. As we move deeper into this practice, into this journey towards sleep, it's worth reflecting on the nature of sleep itself, what it is, why we need it, and how breathing practices support the transition from waking to sleeping. Sleep is not simply the absence of wakefulness, not merely a passive state of unconsciousness. Rather, sleep is an active, dynamic process during which your brain and body engage in essential maintenance, repair, and consolidation activities. During sleep, your brain processes and consolidates memories, transferring information from short-term to long-term storage, integrating new learning with existing knowledge. Your body repairs tissues, synthesizes proteins, releases growth hormones, and strengthens immune function. Your glymphatic system, the brain's waste clearance mechanism, becomes highly active, flushing out metabolic byproducts that accumulate during waking hours, including beta-amyloid proteins that have been implicated in Alzheimer's disease. Sleep is also when your emotional regulation systems reset and recalibrate. During REM sleep in particular, your brain processes emotional experiences, helping you integrate difficult emotions and maintain psychological equilibrium. This is why adequate sleep is so crucial for mental health, and why sleep deprivation so quickly leads to emotional dysregulation, irritability, and increased anxiety. But to receive these benefits, you need to be able to fall asleep, to make the transition from waking consciousness to sleep. And this is where many people struggle. The transition to sleep requires a letting go, a release of conscious control, a willingness to surrender to unconsciousness. For people with anxiety or racing minds, This letting go can feel threatening, can trigger resistance, can paradoxically increase arousal just when relaxation is needed. Breathing practices help with this transition in multiple ways. Physiologically, they activate the parasympathetic nervous system and create the bodily conditions conducive to sleep: slower heart rate, lower blood pressure, relaxed muscles, quieter mind. Psychologically, they provide something to focus on during the transition period, a gentle anchor for attention that prevents the mind from spinning off into worry or rumination. And perhaps most importantly, they cultivate a quality of allowing, of non-striving, of being rather than doing, that is essential for the transition to sleep. When you practice breathing for sleep, you're not trying to force sleep to happen. That would be counterproductive, creating tension and effort that interfere with sleep. Rather, you're creating conditions that allow sleep to arrive naturally, in its own time. You're preparing the ground, opening the door, and then trusting that sleep will come when your body is ready. This attitude of allowing, of trusting, of not forcing, this is crucial not just for sleep, but for the breathing practice itself. The most effective breathing for sleep is effortless breathing, natural breathing, breathing that feels easy and comfortable rather than forced or strained. If you find yourself struggling with the breath, working too hard to maintain a particular pattern, it's better to let go of the pattern and simply breathe naturally, allowing your body to find its own rhythm. Breathe now with this quality of allowing, of effortlessness. Don't force the breath to be deep or slow, simply invite it to be so, and let your body respond in whatever way feels natural. If your breath wants to be shallow for a few cycles, let it be shallow. If it wants to be deep, let it be deep. Trust your body's wisdom, trust the process, trust that your breath knows what you need. Breathe in gently, and out gently, in and out, soft and easy, natural and unforced. Let the breath breathe itself. Let your body be breathed by the larger rhythms of life. You are not doing the breathing so much as allowing it, witnessing it, resting in it. As your body continues to relax, you might notice certain sensations arising, perhaps a heaviness in your limbs, a warmth spreading through your body, a tingling or floating sensation, or simply a deepening sense of stillness. These are all signs that your nervous system is shifting into parasympathetic mode, that your body is preparing for sleep. Welcome these sensations, allow them, let them deepen. You might also notice that your awareness is beginning to shift, becoming less focused and more diffuse, less sharp and more dreamy. Thoughts might arise and dissolve more quickly, without the usual tendency to grab your attention and pull you into mental narratives. Images might flicker through your mind, fragments of memories, dreamlike scenes, abstract patterns of color and light. This is the hypnagogic state, the transitional zone between waking and sleeping, and it's a sign that sleep is approaching. Don't try to hold onto waking consciousness as you enter this transitional state. Let your awareness soften and blur. Let the boundaries between self and world become less distinct. Let yourself drift. The breath continues, gentle and automatic, requiring no effort, no attention. You can let it fade into the background, can let your awareness of breathing dissolve into a more general sense of bodily ease and comfort. Breathe softly, in and out, so gentle, so easy. Let each exhale be a letting go, a release, a small surrender. Let each inhale be a receiving, an allowing, a gentle return. And in the space between breaths, rest in pure being, in simple presence, in the quiet that underlies all experience. The journey from waking to sleeping is a journey of progressive letting go. You let go of the day's activities and concerns. You let go of physical tension and mental effort. You let go of the need to be alert and vigilant. You let go of conscious control and voluntary action. And finally, you let go of waking consciousness itself, surrendering to sleep, trusting that your body and brain will continue their essential work while you rest. This letting go is not loss but liberation, liberation from the constant demands of waking life, from the need to think and decide and act, from the weight of self-consciousness and social performance. In sleep, you are released from all of that, free to simply be, to rest in the most fundamental sense, to return to a state of pure existence without the overlay of personality and identity and story. And breathing practices prepare you for this letting go, train you in the art of release, teach you that it's safe to surrender, that you can trust the process, that letting go leads not to annihilation but to rest, to restoration, to renewal. Each exhale is a practice in letting go, a small rehearsal for the larger letting go of sleep. Each release of breath teaches your body and mind that release is safe, that surrender is natural, that you can let go and be held by something larger than your conscious will. Breathe out now and let go. Let go of any remaining tension in your body. Let go of any lingering thoughts or concerns. Let go of the need to stay awake, to remain alert, to keep watching. Let go and trust that sleep will come, that rest will arrive, that you will be restored. Breathe in softly and out completely. In and out, each breath a little softer, a little quieter, a little more effortless. Your body knows what to do. Your breath knows its rhythm. Sleep knows when to arrive. You need only allow, only rest, only be. The breath becomes whisper soft now, barely perceptible, like the gentlest breeze through leaves, like the quiet lapping of water on a distant shore. In and out. So soft, so gentle, so easy. Your body is heavy and relaxed, sinking into the surface beneath you, supported and held. Your mind is quiet and still, thoughts drifting like clouds across a vast sky, appearing and dissolving without effort or concern. You are breathing and being breathed. You are resting and being rested. You are letting go and being held. The breath continues, soft and automatic, requiring nothing from you, asking nothing of you. You can simply rest, simply be, simply allow sleep to come in its own time, in its own way. Breathe and rest. Breathe and let go. Breathe and trust. The breath is always here, always available, always ready to guide you home to rest, to peace, to the deep restoration of sleep. And as you continue breathing, as you continue resting, as you continue letting go, know that you are supported in this practice, held in this process, accompanied on this journey from waking to sleeping. May your breath be easy and natural. May your body be relaxed and comfortable. May your mind be quiet and peaceful. May sleep come gently and completely. May you rest deeply and awake refreshed. And may you return to this practice whenever you need it, knowing that the breath is always here, always waiting, always ready to guide you home. Breathe and rest. Simply breathe and rest. The breath continues, soft and gentle, as you drift deeper into relaxation, deeper into peace, deeper into the welcoming embrace of sleep. Breathe and let go. Breathe and trust. Breathe and rest. And as you rest here, breathing softly, drifting gently, it's worth remembering that this practice is always available to you. Whenever you find yourself unable to sleep, whenever anxiety or racing thoughts keep you awake, whenever you need to shift from stress to relaxation, you can return to the breath. You can return to this simple, ancient practice of conscious breathing, of slowing down, of letting go. The breath is your constant companion, your faithful friend, your reliable guide. It asks nothing of you except attention, and it gives you everything: relaxation, peace, presence, and the doorway to deep, restorative sleep. Trust the breath. Trust the process. Trust your body's innate wisdom and capacity for rest. And if you found value in this practice, if these techniques have helped you relax and prepare for sleep, consider sharing this journey with others who might benefit. Like and subscribe to continue exploring the gentle science of rest, the art of conscious breathing, the pathways to peace that are always available, always accessible, always as close as your next breath. Breathe softly now, in and out. So gentle, so easy. Let the breath carry you deeper into rest, deeper into peace, deeper into the quiet darkness where sleep awaits. Breathe and let go. Breathe and trust. Breathe and rest. The night holds you gently. The darkness is soft and welcoming. Your breath continues, quiet and automatic, requiring nothing, asking nothing. You are safe. You are held. You are free to rest, free to let go, free to surrender to sleep. Breathe and rest. Simply breathe and rest. May you sleep deeply and peacefully. May you wake refreshed and restored. May the breath continue to guide you, to hold you, to bring you home to rest, tonight and always. Breathe and rest. Breathe and let go. Breathe and sleep.